Hi, oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. You plugged into my charger. Hi, all, how are you going? Welcome to another round of Red Skis Righteous readings, raw, righteous, and very dropping my subscribers everywhere. Nevertheless, I have a beautiful pick a card reading for you today. I have 5 beautiful stones for you to choose from. The first is the beautiful light blue, sky blue, baby blue colour, beautiful green, lime fluoride green. Then we have the fuchsia pink. Group 4 is the beautiful purple, deep purples. And the 5th and final grouping is the beautiful baby pink, known as rose quartz colour. So beautiful. So pick your pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Timestamps will be included in either the comments and or description down below. So pick your pile, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've picked out some special decks for today. We're going to do a tarot side of it. Then we're going to get into some beautiful messages from the lovely Practical Witches spell deck, as well as the beautiful Modern Wiccan box of spells with good and bad witches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the baby blue, the earthy green, the fuchsia pink, the purple, or the baby pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go with, of course, the first grouping, which is that beautiful blue colour, and I also have another rock to go there to correspond with it. So group 1, the baby blue. Here we go. Let's hit it. Okay, the beautiful group 1 who choose the beautiful light blue stone. Let's get into your reading. We'll start with tarot, then we'll get into additional messages. Now this is prevalent at any time. Time is fluent. So whenever you see this reading is the right time. But I'm aiming this pick card reading for June 2021. Beautiful blue crystal, sky blue, baby blue, the ocean's deep blue sea. Do we have for group 1, please? Guidance or spiritual messages for group 1. We've come here today to seek guidance and assurance and or assistance. Group 1, please. So if there's a bit of background banter, one of my twins stood up. Blue, blue like the sea, blue as the bluest sapphire crystal. Chariot to reverse, sign of Cancer coming out. Stagnation, adversity, not having adversity, being stricken. Temperance, sign of Sagittarius coming through now. The 2 of Wands. Trying to bring back moderation, trying to bring back the fusion of temperance, patience. Yeah, to bring in what we want, the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Judgment card. Choices have got to be made. When we make the choice to stick with it, we've got to give it our all. Balls to the wall, hell to lever, pedal to the metal. Let's get up and get it. It's that consensus of it's now or never. Not do or die, I hate that expression, but go with all the gusto you can, or just walk away and give up. I feel there's something that you want to come towards, and I do feel it's love, because that final card was the Ace of Cups, and backed with that 10 of Pentacles. There is some sort of attainment of home, of love, of security, more security and monetary assets that we're trying to occur here, I feel. Trying to find that balance between, happy home, happy bank balance, happy family, happy wife, happy husband, happy kids, happy home, happy schooling, happy everything. We're not super. Not everything's always good. There's moments, of course, when things are quite eclectic and evolutionist and free of toil and trouble. But there will always be days when they're tough. No matter how much we try to eradicate the misery, there's always going to be a hiccup. That's life. I'm seeing here a Chariot reverse, sign of Cancer, as I said before. But this is a sign that a real consensus, a sign of failure here. You know, it's that feeling to, you know, have something so firmly in your grasp that it's like a sure thing, but the moment it's about to, that last second, that bell's about to ring, that crucial moment, the sand just falls through your fingers like you had no actual power over it at all. You had no control or no grasp, or it's like everything just suddenly collapses and falls in on itself, or it's just this overwhelming, like almost like a fear to admit this, or fear to face this, or fear to accept this, because it's just so overwhelming. It's just so hard to grasp the fact that this is just falling straight through your fingers like sand through the hourglass. Yeah, so are the days of our lives. We've all heard it before, but it is that consensus that's just falling straight through. And the tighter you grasp, the quicker the sand is just falling between your fingertips. Then we have that Temperance card, sign of Saggy, coming through now. So we've had Cancer, Saggy. You know, there is a lot of accomplishment here to be had if we can maintain self-control and frugality. If we can be patient, have moderation, have temperance, and most importantly, have that harmony, have that mixing, fusion, bringing together of perfect union into alignment, and manage that and adjust ourselves around that good influence, that consolidational strength that will lead us to have successful combinations and success in the future where we otherwise would have failed and or tripped or not had, it would have just exploded. The Two of Wands comes in after that. Two of Wands really is talking about looking at the idea, holding the idea of the principle of what you wanted to create in your hand, while looking at the actual living, breathing creation in life, in living form. It's that consensus of feeling like you've attained a lot of goals and needs through boldness and courage, through dominant personality and being mature and being a real ruler, really commanding this into fruition. But to me, the Two of Wands also has that consensus of we're looking at the idea of it, and now we're looking at it in its frugality, in its living, breathing creation. And it's that consensus of the idea of it and its the idea that we had and its creation now. Are they one and the same? Was the idea that we wanted actually what we've created? Or were we fooling ourselves in wanting this? Is this actually not the design's plan at the end of the day? Is this bringing passion? Is this bringing wish? Is it bringing hope? The twos of all the suits of the minors are about choices. You know, the Two of Swords is conflicted, hoodwinked, blinded. Two of Wands is looking at what is and what the idea was. Two of Pentacles is trying to balance out like a seesaw. And then we have the Two of Cups, which is a unionship of sorts. So they're all decisions. After the Two of Wands, we have that Ten of Pentacles. This is talking about after all this reflection, all of this thought of what we wanted, what we have, all this, you know, moderation, fusion, and trying to bring in this idea that we've wanted into reality. And now that we have it, we do feel pretty solid with it. We feel like we have riches. We feel like we have safety. We do feel that family matters are good and solid and foundational. We feel that there is a happy home, there's safety here, there's abundance of riches and material assets, and we feel complete in family. We have the female and male here, the grandparent, the dogs. You know, in the background we have the young children in the courtyard kind of thing. It's that real consensus of we're all together now, the whole family tree. Not just your partner, you and your children, but your parents even, or you know, ancestral roots. And then after that Ten of Pentacles, this is just lovely, group one. The Ace of Cups. Great abundance here to be had. Fulfillment, joy, opulence, productiveness. There's a lot of beauty and pleasure in the simple things of your living standards at the moment that you're enjoying. There's a lot of goodness. It's just overflowing. There's a lot of favourable outlook to be had here. There's a lot of joy and faith and prosperity here. Then, as I said before, at the bottom of the deck we did have that Judgment card. Could be a need to make choices here, or judgments needing to be made. Judgments could be going in your favour if that's something that's on your cards for June. If you've got any law and or court and or government and or, you know, departmental issues. But there's a real sense of atonement here. There's a real sense of taking into account both sides of the fence. Your opinion, their opinion, everyone's opinion, and really being unbiased, looking at it for what it is. Desire also to have judgments made. Maybe so you don't have to do them. There's also the consensus with the Judgment card. So I've clarified this reading for your group one. The bottom of the secondary deck, we did have the Hanged Man. So that's sort of clarifying your Judgment card, which was at the bottom of the original deck. Real consensus of going within self to extract the wisdom, extract the knowledge, extract the understanding that has been inside you all along. You're putting your life in a real state of suspension through transition, change, reversal of mind. There's abandonment, there's renunciation of old belief systems, and the changing of the way you go about life and your life forces. It's also a period of respite and knowing when to sacrifice and when the sacrifice has been worth it. Repentance, readjustment, regeneration, and the approach of new life forces to old life ways. This judgment you're seeking is going to have a lot more of a profound effect on you than what I think you even do realise. You want this to come in, but it's not until it comes in that you really see the full gauge of what it affects, of what it permeates, of what it delivers. So let's go back through. Chariot reversed back by the Eight of Wands. Swift, fast-moving communication. Where there was stagnancy, soon there will be movement. Especially in communication, it will be swift, like arrows through the air. There'll be action here. There will be movement through communication and or speed. It will be progressive movement, hastily made decisions, maybe too rapid advancement here. But I see that you're really trying to get the movement up on here because of that Chariot reverse, which is all about failure to keep something in your grasp. So you're deciding to move very quickly, swiftly, communicate, movement. Temperance, that was clarified by Page of Swords. So we're having a lot of fusion, of moderation, balance here. Because either you are or you feel as if someone is being very vigilant towards you, really watching you at the moment. You've really got to be a sort of divine being at the moment to walk the tightrope. While this individual is sort of over the shoulder, sort of peeking, trying to gather information. They're being very agile, they're spying, they're being very discreet. This card symbolises a person adept at perceiving and disconcerting things that are harder for the average bear. This card symbolises an individual uncovering the unknown, of which is less than obvious. It's all about insight through knowledge, through thought, through progress, through information, communication even. Two of Wands, Wheel of Fortune reversed. So we're looking at the design and the idea of the design, seeing if they match, and we are seeing that there might be some discrepancies. The Wheel of Fortune reversed is speaking about not being gifted the chances, not being gifted an opportunity due to broken sequence, interruption, inconsistency, due to unexpected events or some sort of outside influence, never contemplated coming in and smashing down your tower of Lego, making just a big mess of it all. You'd worked so hard to get to that point. And then all of a sudden, gusty breeze, you know, stepbrother or sister just comes flying out the other room and boom. Your House of Cards is literally just that. Cards on the floor. You want to build something strong, but this is nothing that you can build strong enough right now to withstand these unexpected inconveniences. You can't take them out the picture. You can't move your block of your building of cards anywhere else. It's like, how do we stop them from destroying it? How do we stop them from making a mess of my design, of my image, of my creative craft? Ten of Pentacles is backed by Six of Swords. So there's a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of safety around monetary means. But I do see there could be a trip or a journey at some point. You need to make a headstrong attempt to get new perspective, new input, to overcome something that you otherwise had feared and or suffered from, maybe anxiety, or just couldn't bring yourself to face and or deal with. Six of Swords really does talk about the water Uber. We are going on the boat, taking our swords, taking our child, taking our bare necessities, and we're leaving. We are leaving in hope for something that we can adjust to better. Expedient manner. Headstrong attempts to overcome difficulties, but realizing at some point you've got to turn away. There comes a point that there is no salvation and or fixing it. It is just what it is. And then we have the Ace of Cups. That is clarified by the Lover's reverse summon of Gemini coming through now. So prosperity, abundance, goodness overflowing, a good outlook. The Lover's reverse talks about a real dissatisfaction with love connections and or connections in general. That's something that you had invested so much in or had thought would be so abundant and so opulent, It's turned quite sour and quite quickly. It's that feeling of failure to meet the test. It's that feeling of unreliability, leading to separation and frustration in a love, marriage, couple, communication situation. The interference from others, third parties, opinions, it's worn down this connection. It's left a lot of untrustworthiness, not knowing what to believe, real disjointment, not on the same page, so we don't really know what's going on. We're making a lot of assumptions here, I want to say, and a lot of you know, 2 and 2 equal 4, but you know, we're just going by what we're thinking, not by actual any information that's actually solid. As I said before, the bottom of the decks, first deck, second deck, judgments need to be made here, and they need to be stuck to. There needs to be some responsibility taken here. It's time to go inside of self, get as much knowledge, wisdom, and rehash it to get that enlightenment, so you can make the right judgments now before you invest more or you get more ingrained, and it will be a lot harder, group 1. Right, let me clear these cards and we'll get you additional messages for the month. And for the reading, whenever you see, this is the right time, as I said, but it is a card reading for June, but as I said, timeless. Okay, group 1, let's get to the additional messages now. So we have this beautiful spell deck. These are divided up into all different segments. It's a massive, chunky little green deck. I'm going to pull some cards for you. Some are spells, some are, you know, different tokens and things. They're lovely cards. Group 1, we've had a love spell come out first. We've had a healing spell. And a moon spell, and a month spell. Okay, so let's have a look. So the first one we had was a love spell, and it reads, Song of the Siren spell. Mermaids and sirens are extremely erotic symbols, and each of us can conjure their power. Buy a pound of sea salt at a grocery store and place it in a bowl with 10 drops of jasmine and nerloi, spelled Neroli, or a ylang-ylang essential oil. Mix them together. Instead of a shower in the morning, take a bath with your siren salts. While submerged, visualize that you are turning heads with your mesmerizing mermaid beauty and silence. When ready, rise up and do not comb or towel dry yourself or your hair. Drip dry naturally as you go through the day. Do more listening than talking. The compliments and attention will amaze you. Siren spell. That's different. I like that. Then we have a healing spell. It's called Dream Mist Potion. Sleeping on crisp, clean, herb-scented sheets always makes for sounder sleep and delicious dreams. Here is a potion for dreamers. 4 drops of lavender oil, 3 drops of chamomile oil, 3 drops of orange oil, and 4 ounces of distilled spring water. Shake the oils and water in a coloured glass spray bottle or minister. 15 minutes before you retire, spray your bedroom, linens, bath towel, pillow, and all around the room. You may want to keep a dream journal by your bed to record what happens during the night when you wake. Cool. Then we have a moon spell, which is make your own Valentine brew. Witches celebrate Valentine on the first evening of April. This is a holiday for feasting, dancing, laughter, and lots of love-making. Honeyed mead is served as the drink of choice for this red-hot holy day. Mix 1 quart of honey with 3 quarts of distilled water. Boil for 5 minutes. You can vary the herbs to your liking, but can try a teaspoon each of clove, nutmeg, cinnamon, and allspice. Add a packet of yeast and mix. Put in a large container covered with plastic wrap and allow it to rise and expand. Store the mixture in a dark place and let it sit for 7 days. Then refrigerate it for 3 days. While the sediment settles at the bottom, strain and store in a coloured glass bottle, preferably green. Interesting. And finally we had money spell. A spell for wealth. Oh, we could all use that. On any Thursday or on the new moon, light your altar candle at midnight and burn frankincense and myrrh incense. Anoint your third eye with essential oil and pray aloud. This offering I make as my blessings to all, greatest of gods, Lord Jove of the sky. From you all heavenly gifts do fall, most generously of all, you never deny. To you I am grateful, so mote it be. I like that. Okay, let's see. Additional messages out for Greek Martin. One who chose the baby blue. Okay, I have a few here. So we have the Wiccan Reed of Ethos. Bind the Wiccan law you must, in perfect love, in perfect trust. 8 words the Wiccan Reed fulfill. For ye harm none, do as ye will. And never mind the rule of 3. Whatever ye send out, come back to thee. Follow this with mind and heart. Merry ye meet, and merry we part. So what we give is what we get. Hex, banishment. So maybe we're feeling a little bit hexed. Maybe that's why we've been gifted so many beautiful spells here to work with. The Watchtower of the West, which is all about autumn, which if you are where I am at the moment, we're just leaving autumn. June, of course, is the beginning of winter here in the southern hemisphere. And Bellatane, which is all about bum, fertility. So group 1. Are we feeling a little bit fertile? If we don't want to bring in the next generation, perhaps during June, just be exceptionally careful, because though it's our winter in the southern hemisphere, it is your summer up in the northern. So hot nights lead to long rendezvous, I want to say. Now, this is the one I've been waiting for so eagerly. We're going to pull 3 cards. If you have a question, you may do so by asking now if you wish to. It can give you a yes or no answer, but it will also give you some guidance as well. It's a perfect deck for yes or no's. Group 1, what do you have to say to Group 1 in answer to question and or knowledge that they need to know, please? What do you have to say to Group 1, please? Witches. We have firstly number 4, the Immortal Witch. Then we have on that's a good witch. Then we have a bad witch coming through. Sorry, that was upside down. Just want to touch a card. The Hell Hath No Fury Witch. Oof. Bad witch. Doesn't matter, these aren't reversible cards. I don't know. I thought I should just wait until the cards are drawn before I start fiddling with them. Third card, please, for the yes or no answer that they need and or guidance, please, for Group 1. Thank you. And we have the Twill and Trouble Witch. We have 1 good witch, 2 bad witch. So I'm sorry, guys, it is a no. Whatever you're asking was a no. As I said, we don't do inverts with these particular cards, but we do have messages. So the good witches are always yeses, the bad witches are always no, and each of these witches will give you some guidance on what it is that you do need to know, whether it's in regards to the question that you asked. If you didn't ask a question, it's just in guidance in itself. So the first witch you got is number 4 on the Good Witch team, and that was the Immortal Witch. The Immortal Witch brings the promise of spring, a new beginning, and a flourishing of hope and wishes. Seeds of revival and new growth germinate in the darkness of solitude and absence. You cannot fail to win your heart's desire. Positive, invisible focus are making sure that you reach your destiny by your own natural talent and effort. All that you search for is within your grasp. A happy time filled with new opportunities is about to present itself to you. The spell that comes with this card is to attract a new lover. Light a pink candle in front of it, cut an apple in half, place a rose stem between both halves and bind the apple with red thread or ribbon. When binding the apple, say, "Please bring me my other half." Place the apple in front of a mirror and leave until the rose and apple fade, or put the apple in a secret place. Afterwards, bury it. Then we have the witch. Number 16, which is the bad witch. The hell have no fury witch. With livid eyes and lightning hair, the hell have no fury witch looks upon the one who used to care for her. Outraged by the pain of infidelity, she wants her revenge. A lover will feel remorse for their sins in time. Someone who wronged you will call. By then, you will be unavailable, spending your time on more worthy causes. Spell to discover infidelity. Light a white, blue, green, or purple candle. Gather strands of different coloured threads. Light the candle, look into the flame, and in the palms ignite the thread to create a tangled mess. Say, "Tongue tied and tangled, be fluffled and wrangled. Your words shall be if you lie to me." Snuff out the candle, place the threads in a pocket or purse. When you next meet your suitor, ask the infidelity question. If your partner is lying, his reply will be tongue-tied and his words will be tangled. I like that. That's quick to the point, but I like it. Then we have number 14, the Twill and Trouble Witch on the bad side. Like your familiar, the Twill and Trouble Witch knows that a friend, lover, or situation does not quite feel right to you. Your intuition speaks volumes. Be careful that you do not give power to one who may use it against you. Existing trouble and misfortune can be reversed into success by remaining true to yourself. You will make the situation better with a lover, carer, pastime, or leisure ambition. To make someone return an object, light one silver and one blue candle to represent thunder and lightning. Place a pair upright between the candles and cut it in half. On one cut side, inscribe with a dressmaker's pin the item to be returned. On the surface of the other half, inscribe name of person, return name of object to me. Reunite the halves tied with blue ribbon. Place in a dish, snuff out the candle. When the pair ferments, your object should reappear. So group 1, let me know in the comments down below if you end up trying any of the spells or things that have been gifted to you in your reading. I will now prepare for group 2, which was the green group. Group 2 has got the beautiful green stone. This week we are reading. Okay, group 2, the lovely green, lime green, earth green, grass of green. Let's see what's coming in for you. Remember, this is just a general sort of pick a card vibe. If it resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, it's all good. Don't stress. For group 2, please, the lovely green stones. Message, guidance, information they need to know. Group 2, green stone. Okay. Group 2. Let's see what messages the divine has for you. Group 2, the beautiful green stone. Here we go. The green stone messages. Okay. 4 of Pentacles reversed, 3 of Swords. Not holding onto our money. We weren't really spending it around. Maybe spending on a person, love interest. Heartbreak here. Real heartbreak too. Sorry. Rupture. Not just pain like separation, pain of actual heartbreak. Followed behind that is the Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords reversed, bottom of the deck. Page of Swords, air energy, being very vigilant, spying, getting information, going to extreme lengths to find information. The information is the key, and this person is being very discreet, very lithy, very able to get the information. That's it. Okay. Four of Pentacles reversed. We weren't cleaving hold of our money, weren't putting money where it really needed to go or needed to be. Sort of sharing it around, being overly generous. So there's been, because of this, maybe some setbacks in material matters, opposition to further gains. There will be some delays around monetary means. Okay. So that Four of Pentacles reverse was really talking about some setbacks here in material matters, feeling as if opposition to further gains here, a real consensus of, a bit low down there, a real consensus of suspense and delay through monetary means. Three of Swords. Pretty self-explanatory, but let's go over it anyway. Heartbreak, rupture, real sense of absence, sorrow and disappointment, strife, removal, dispersion, opposition, separation and delay. It's shattered is what I want to say. To me, the Three of Swords is just being shattered. Ace of Cups after that says that we felt a connection of great abundance, fulfillment, goodness overflowing. Or we're seeing that there's still a lot of this in the world, even if love or a connection has let us down. There's still a lot to champion. There's still a lot to draw from. There's still much to be sipped. Knight of Wands, and this speaks of beautiful atonement to that. Wands, fire, passionate. The Knight coming through second fastest. The Knight of Swords is about bravery, skill and capacity and the strength and dash of heroic action. You know, he can be impetuous, rushing into the unknown without any fear, also without a lot of thought. A master in the art of action and warfare, not necessarily thinking it through, but so much gusto, so much passion, so much, you know, flair and gusto. We just got to be in amongst it. Nine of Pentacles. This is saying that you're going to find your worth within yourself, and you're going to make the monetary means and or gains that you need to be secure, to have monetary safety and to have security. The Nine of Pentacles is accomplishment card, but of self, doing it by self, doing it for self, with self only. It's not there is no I in team. This is a card of self. Excuse me. This is about accomplishment through discernment, discretion, foresight, prudence, being very prudent. You know, this is material well-being, a love of nature, and really understanding every pentacle. You have done that for yourself. There's a lot of security here, but not by needing another, by needing just yourself. Seven of Pentacles as well comes after that. And the Seven of Pentacles is really speaking about that consensus of growth, and how much growth there has been, how much progress there has been. You know, we're looking at everything we've occurred and appropriated and been paid and you know, got in the lifetime up to this point, etc., etc. We've lumped it all together in one big clump of greenery, and we're staring the shit out of it right now. We're doing numbers faster than, you know, Eddie Murphy and Jackie Chan on, you know, some crazy wildlife action shit, you know. And we're wondering, we're questioning this shit. Is this enough? Can we be comfortable with this? Is this enough? You know, this is really speaking about all the treasure, all the money, all the assets, all the material wealth and material attainment, and all the monetary means, and boom, 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 boom. The house, the car, the shih tzu. Yes, the dog is included. Is it enough? Do we have enough to be comfortable? Do we have enough to have the security? Have we done enough? Is this enough? Is it ever going to be enough? Final card to come out was the Two of Swords reversed. When the Two of Swords is reversed, it really does speak about misrepresentation here, or dishonor, treachery, false friends, someone lying to you, someone deceiving you. Because not only are you hoodwinked, you're inverted as well. So there's no harmony here. If anything, there's a lot of dishonor here, misrepresentation, lies, falseness, treachery, duplicity, elusive bullshit. And as I said, that underlying energy for the reading was that Page of Swords, being extremely vigilant, seeing it, trying to uncover the truth about what is what, who is who, and where is where. And how that all affects you in your life, in your scheme of things, in your plan, in your current, moving forward. You don't care so much about the past. You can give an 8th grade shit bone up about the past. You're worried about the current, and how that will affect moving forward. Because past is past, baby. You understand that better than the next. But you are worried about the here and now, and how the knock-on effect, or how the movement needs to be. You've been very smart, very, very thinking, switched on, air energy, thought, swords, very switched on mentally about how the mental needs to be in correctness to bring in this physical. It's a very thought through process. This isn't half-assing at that point. Okay, let's clarify now. Group 2, the lovely green stones, green, naturalistic. That Nine of Pentacles does remind me of the green mosses, like the growth of the pentacle, of that vinery. You know what I mean? And the greenery in that clump. Greenstone. Small observation, what can I say? Could you please clarify this reading, please, Spirit and Guides? Group 2, greenstones. The Four of Pentacles reversed. Can we please clarify this Four of Pentacles reversed, please? Yes, we can. 10 of Swords. The Three of Swords, please. Can we please clarify this card of the Three of Swords? Thank you, Spirit. Yes, we can. 10 of Pentacles. Again, that 10 of Pentacles is coming through. The Ace of Cups, please, Spirit. Could you please clarify this Ace of Cups energy? 8 of Wands. The Knight of Wands, please, Spirit. Could you please clarify this Knight? Yes, we can. 10 of Cups reversed. The 9 of Pentacles, please. Could you please clarify the 9 of Pentacles, please? Yes, we can. Not with these. So this card, which is the Knight of Cups reversed. The 7 of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Could you please clarify 7 of Pentacles? Yes, we can. The Hermit reversed. The 2 of Swords reversed, please. Yes, we can. The Star. Bottom of this deck. A lot of duplicities in cards. I'm seeing group 2. I had a reading for the June month. I just did. It would have either been, I was either Aquarius or Pisces, to be honest. Could have been Gemini, because I did a connection spread for them as well. But the synchronicities of cards was fierce. They were coming out to clarify each other, coming out. Oh, it was like mirror imaging of mirror imaging. But nevertheless, we are mirror imaging this reading a bit too, group 2. The 3 of Swords. Again, the underlying energy for this reading is heartbreak, sorrow, dispersion, separation, heartbreak, sorrow, breaking, rupture, shattered. Oh, group 2, I tell you. What can I say? Oh, let me get a fact. Let me get a death stick and we'll punch this out, group 2. Get yourself a coffee. Okay, green. So we have that 4 of Pentacles reversed. That's backed by the 10 of Swords. A lot of pain here, being so pained, so conflicted, feeling like we can't go any further, feeling like we've been backstabbed, we've been taken to ruin, that we've been taken advantage of, feeling really laid out flat, we're absolutely exhausted. But that Three of Swords is backed by the Ten of Pentacles. We're working very hard here to make some security within the home, within the family, bringing in that material and monetary means and or gains here. We want to be reliable. We want to not have to rely on anyone else. We want to be reliable ourselves, and we're really championing that. Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands. I love this. Fresh new beginnings, possibilities, really drinking from that cup. Eight of Wands, passionate communication and almost swift movement, moving forward very swiftly, really moving at a haste pace, like really pushing it through. Knight of Wands is backed by the Ten of Cups reverse though. That Knight of Wands was really talking about that movement, that feeling of a journey, of a flight, of change of residence. Ten of Cups saying reverse is saying that you may not be overly happy about this. There'd get unhappiness with this, some family quarrels, some rage or difference of opinion around this journey and or movement. Nine of Pentacles is backed by Knight of Cups reverse. So that Nine of Pentacles is really finding that security within yourself, not needing anyone else, having the monetary means and or assets to be able to secure your security, yourself and or happiness. The Knight of Cups reverse though is talking about some trickery, someone that's sly, cunning, a person capable of swindling, coming in and trying to take a pentacle or two, trying to get you not so involved in your own affairs, I want to say. Group 2. Seven of Pentacles, really looking at everything that you've attained, everything that you've gained, everything up to this point, every single piece of it. The Hermit reverse, sign of Virgo here. You've gone one of two routes. You've either been very imprudent, very holding, very over prudent, maybe resulting in unnecessary delay. And then there has been other times where you've been really hasty, really rash, really premature, very following incorrect advice, you know, worrying so much about being dull that you go the opposite route and become very rash, very overbearing, very flux to the point where you're wasteful, you're overzealous. Two of Swords reversed is backed by the star sign of Aquarius. Two of Swords reversed was saying that there is a real consensus and or feeling of falseness here, some lies, some treachery, dishonor, misrepresentation. The star is really saying that there is hope still and faith, that there is inspiration. You'll find deep insight, spiritual love, fulfillment, pleasure, and the proper balance of desire, work, home, effort, love, and expression. Seeing as you come out of June, you're going to find the fusion. You're going to find the perfect balance of what makes me comfortable in the monetary means and or material assets, but what also gives me fulfillment within family, friend connections, but most importantly, your immediate family. So if you have children and well, obviously parents, but if you have children of your own, really laying down even stronger foundations with them, having it all, the pentacle, the home, you know, the children, everything running like a well-oiled machine, and being really proud of that fact. Hard work, but well worth. Let's get the additional messages now for group 2. For group 3 and for the purple and pink, I may do you on a separate video because I've had to pause a lot during this period, and it's getting up about 2:30 in the morning on a Saturday morning here. Not that I mind, but I need a coffee and a little bit of a freshen up break. So group 3 and 4 will be on a separate one perhaps. We'll see how we go. But let's focus here now on the green group 2, and let's get you some cards. Group 2. Oh yes, we do. First we have an altar spell, a healing spell, another healing spell. Did any more? Oops. One that looks, as I said, there's so many cards. It's quite an abundance. And we have a moon spell. Okay. love these cards with the golden guild and green. They're just divine. Okay, altar spell first. Garden of Enchantment. In your garden or deck planters, you can symbolically plant transformation into your life. Take a handful of beans from your pantry or a seed package and empower them by placing them on your altar during the light of the new moon. Plant them after you have prayed. I plant these seeds of fortune and change as they grow. Good luck for all will rise and flow. Hang on, let me start again. I plant these seeds of fortune and change as they grow. Good luck for all will rise and flow. From this soil comes all bounty we know. Sowing seeds. Healing. The elemental magic of wind. Wind is a harbinger of change. The west wind is especially potent for healing. While the south wind is known to bring new beginnings, you can carry this powerful instrument with you wherever you go by capturing the wind in a white cloth bag. While standing facing the wind, say this spell. Brother wind, around us you blow. All that is sad in this life will you go. After the storm I stand in the rain. I thank you now for all that I gain. With harm to none this spell is begun. Tie the bag with a blue ribbon whenever you see a situation that could use a change for the better. You can pour forth some of the winds of positive change. I like that, that's cute. The moon spell of Moon Day Tea Sacrament. Brew a pot of jasmine tea and let it cool. Add honey to taste and drink the mixture with a good friend or new acquaintance. Jasmine is a vine that represents the intertwining of people. You will be more bonded to anyone with whom you share this sweet ritual. I recommend brewing up a batch every Monday or Moon Day to ensure that each week is filled with joyfulness, as the jasmine tea steeps pray. On this moon day in this new week, I call upon the spirits to guide joy to my door. By this moon on this day, I call upon Artemis and Selene, ladies fair, to show me the best way to live. For this I am grateful. Blessed be the brew, blessed be me. Healing spell. No more stress spell. Oh, I need 20 of these. When you are feeling unwell, stressed and fatigued, or when you have a case of the blues, dose yourself up with a medicine or dropper of one of the following floral essence remedies. For anxiety, garlic, rosemary, aspen, periwinkle, lemon balm, white chestnut, and gentian, spelled Gentiin. Depression is borage, spelled Borage. Sunflower larch, Larch. Chamomile, German, Yerba Santa, spelled Yerba, Santa, Santa. Black cohosh, Cohosh. Lavender and mustard. For exhaustion, aloe, yarrow, olive, sweet chestnut. And lethargic, aloe, thyme, peppermint. And stress would be dill, echina, Echinacea, thyme, mistletoe, and lemon balm. I need 20 of each of them, I think. These cards are very interesting. Group 2, Nile Green. What do we have for them? Group 2, the green stones. We have Hearth, which is homecoming, so coming home. 10 of Pentacles, that really reminds me of that embrace. Earth, grounding, very grounded, needing to be grounded. Grounding and homecoming. We have altar for dedication and water for cleanse. So we have the water and earth energy coming through for cleansing and grounding. So needing to cleanse, needing to ground. Dedication of homecoming. Interesting. Coming home. you have a yes or a no question you would like answered, you may do so now. I will tell you whether it is a yes or a no. If you don't feel the need to, you do not need to. These cards will give meanings of their own anyway, okay? Two, please, green stone. Two, please, green stone. Ready? First card. Good witch, so that's a yes. The forest witch. Second witch is bad witch, no, and that is the hedge witch. The third witch is bad witch, so it's a no, and it's the new moon witch. Let's get the meanings now. So it's a no if you asked a question. If you didn't, that's okay. So first we have number 16 of the good side, and that is the forest witch. The forest witch is a reminder that a little fear can help you keep to the safest path. Enemies, dangers, poisons, and demons lurk in the forest foliage. There, the clear reasoning in your subconscious is blocked from the sunlight. A ray of light illuminates a situation that has cast you into delusional darkness. Your way ahead becomes bright and clear through news you hear. Carer, love life, and travel prospects are about to change with one letter, telephone call, email, or meeting. The spell with this card is to keep a lover true to you. Light a blue candle in a room devoid of electric light. Take 2 walnuts in their shell or 2 pebbles to represent you and your lover, and bind them with an orange ribbon. Find a birch, willow, poplar, cedar, oak, beech, ash, or sycamore tree and bury the amulet close to the tree's roots. To undo the spell, unearth the amulet, untie the ribbon, and bury the walnuts or pebbles completely separately. The next card you got, which was number 3, which was the hedge witch for the bad witch side. The hedge witch reminds you that you can break free of entanglements in others' problems, as the age of a hedge can be told by what grows within. An old problem can be severed at the root. A person or group may respond well to your proposals. Regardless of minor hurdles, victories will be yours. The spell with this card is to stay as one of 3 in illicit love. Take 3 roses to represent the 3 people in the relationship. Plait the stems and tie them with cotton thread, red for passion, blue for healing, and pink for love. Tie each with 7 knots and place the roses by a white candle. Light it while saying, "We 3 are bound as one until the spell by me is undone. The one I love I entwine. Name of person is mine." Snuff the candle out and keep the roses near the bedside. 3 together is never everlasting. The first boom to fade represents the fading love of one person. To undo the spell, bury the roses apart. Then we have number 11, which is, of course, the new moon witch. Oh no, sorry. It's number 21, sorry. About to say, Roman numerals get me every time. Sorry, 19. The new moon witch brings fresh opportunities as an expansion of present prosperity and luck. Your chosen right of action for future accomplishment becomes increasingly bright and clear. Good forces end disagreements. Positive actions you take bring positive results. You may begin a new relationship or venture. The spell for this card, here we go, is to return misfortune to the sender. When the moon is new, appearing as a crescent in the sky with its curve to the right, light a silver or white candle. Place a hand mirror in front of the candle and dab the four corners of the mirror with vinegar. Stand outside and reflect the new moon in the mirror, or hold the mirror up to reflect the flame. Then say, "New moon, growing moon, make person's name, realize soon. Harm, sent, and misery cursed is returned and being reversed. The harm this person has caused you will increasingly return to them while the new moon grows to the full moon." I like that. That was kind of cool. I hope you are enjoying the readings so far, as I am. I am going to take a little bit of a break and stop it here because this one's gone for an hour so far and we've still got 3 more to get through. So for the fuchsia pink, the purple, and the baby pink, the rose pink colours, you will be on the next portion of the video. Okay guys, thank you so much, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Groups 3, 4 and 5, stay tuned for part 2 of the Pick a Card June reading. Okay guys, cheers.